tell your family you can be a commander.
I was happening. Everybody was good. Let me move over a little bit. Let's get right for this live stream real quick, man. Yes, sir. Well, it's already late, so I'm gonna try to keep this to like an hour, maybe shorter. Just depends on if people are calling in and stuff like that. Of course, I want to have the stats up. Let me know whatever stats you may want to see. Like maybe you want to see team stats. Maybe you care more about that. Maybe you care about box score more. But I've already poured my heart out into an over an hour video breakdown of every position group and even some of the coaches. Also special teams, quarterback, running back, all the way down the list. So like let me go ahead and I already poured my soul into that. So let me just, this is going to be purely y'all show. I'm going to mediate. You can ask me whatever questions you may have for me and all of that type of stuff. And I'm going to celebrate with y'all and everything. I'm going to try to read the chat as much as I can. But this show is for y'all to call in. You voice your opinion. So let me go ahead and put the call info up there. Everybody will have a 3-minute timer. So man, make sure y'all try to stick to it as possible because we're probably gonna have a lot of people calling in, so I gotta probably be a little bit more strict than I normally am typically today. But let me go ahead and say what's up to everybody that's in the chat, man. Let's go ahead and get to that. Big John in the building first was good. Jefferson second. My boy N1K, yes sir. Mr. Jones, Ravi with the suit. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Chase Young again. He's like that. Yes, sir. James Fisher. My boy Big Money Sonny. Appreciate you pulling up as well. Y'all already know, man, the best commanders, the best burgundy and gold Discord doing it. Really the best Discord, period, but definitely the best sports Discord. And for sure, 100% the best commanders Discord doing it. My boy Big Money Sonny, you see it in the description and the link in this video to join that chat. People are probably in there live right now going crazy. I'm super like I'm still working on the video, but I figured it's getting late. It's a 4 p.m. game, not a 1 p.m. game, so I don't have time to really finish the video, get that out to y'all, and then live stream. So I'm live streaming right now, and I'll get to that eventually. But yeah, man, we got all of the information on the screen, so if you want to call in, that's everything you need to know. That's the number, that's the access code, that's everything. Let me go ahead and refresh this, because I don't know why this keeps tripping. Let's see. He saw I'm dialing in. Let's get it. Okay, let's go. What a win. Was good. 18 was good. Midnight 300 was happening. Was good. Was good. Big Money. Sonny was good. Bobby was good. Chris was good. Jack. Yes, sir. Time to celebrate. Give EB his flowers. Yes, sir. Was good. Coffee was good. Nate was happening. Oh, yes, sir. We got my boy Fresh Montana already in the building. How you feeling, man?
Hey, what's good, bro?
What's happening with you?
I was trying to send you a super chat, but it wouldn't.
Yeah, YouTube.
My phone, it wouldn't let me do it.
Yeah, YouTube is being weird right now, so that's why I'm promoting like the Cash App and everything. So I got the Cash App and the PayPal, but YouTube is tripping right now. I even got the Nightbot saying in the chat right now that's gonna go off like every few or so minutes, just to remind people. But man, appreciate that, Freshman. How you feeling about this game, man?
Hey, bro, Sam Howell is him. That's it. I don't really got nothing else to say except Sam Howell is him.
Yes, sir.
That's it. That's it. That's all I got to say, bro. Keep doing your thing. I'm gonna check out the jump for the Cash App. Like Cash App me some bread, but yeah, Sam Howell is him.
Appreciate that, man. Thank you. And yeah, man, he's different. That boy different, man. Appreciate you calling in. Yes, sir. My boy Fresh Montana was just quick and to the point, man. Sam Howell is him, and we done. We're good. Asked about how to donate and everything while YouTube is tripping, and then said Sam Howell is him and dipped out. Beautiful call, man. Again, we got the phone lines open. You call in with that number, that access code. Pull up to the stream. Till then, let me try to reply to comments. My boy A-Team said it was the towel. Yes, sir. My mom put this towel together this morning with the logo and the day nervous. Yes, sir. It probably was the towel today, man. Oh, yes, sir. We have another caller in the building. We have a 571 number. Who's this?
Yo, Rio, this is Doug from VA, from Richmond, VA, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Doug from VA. How you feeling over there, man?
Yeah, dog. I was I was watching. I was watching the game actually, and then I had your stream up in the background, and I
Oh,
was actually
appreciate
doing
that.
homework. And then when I saw it was down, I was like, nah, I can't watch this. I was like, nah, I gotta have you just in the background. You just tell me what's going on because I can't stand it. I actually went to do homework. I went to do homework instead of watch the damn game.
Oh yeah, that's
Then
bad.
I was like, all right, let me. And then I was, yeah, bro, I was stressing, had me screaming and everything. But look, and then after I was like, let me get a chance. I cut it back on, and then I see Logan Thomas lay out, and I was like, what is going on? Like, what is happening right now? I just see Logan just on the ground like that.
Yeah, man.
And then that tore me up. But but this team just like showed so much resiliency from years past. Like this actually this gave confidence. It just still shows how EB's influence on this team is really showing through with how hard that they practiced in training camp. I just think we're a better, much more focused team, much more conditioned team to last out throughout the entire game. The game is 4 quarters now. The game is 4 quarters. As much as we want to get mad in that first half, they came back and show what they got to do. And Sam is just so poised, and I think him being that young leader in that team is just gonna show progress, man. But I just want to call in. You've been doing a great job with these live streams and stuff, man.
Appreciate that,
appreciate
man.
you, bro.
Yes, sir. Thank you, man. Thank you for calling in, supporting, man.
I'm gonna let you keep doing this thing, bro. But I appreciate you, Rio.
Yes, sir. My boy Doug from VA, man. Appreciate that. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We have a 240 number up next. Who's this?
Yo, what's up, Rico?
What's happening with you?
I just wanted to say, not much. I wanted to say, first of all, I appreciate you for all the work you do. This is Kevin from Maryland. But yeah, I appreciate all the work you do, bro. Everything that day in, day out, all the Commander news updates, everything. I really appreciate you for that.
I appreciate y'all, man. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate it, man.
Yeah, for sure. And then my shout out is definitely going to be Eric Bieniemy.
Oh yeah.
Because from all the plays today, granted we was down 321, and I'm like, okay, now we started moving the ball on offense, and when in areas where Sam was getting pressure at first, Eric Bieniemy might scheme up a couple screens or do some line or do some plays where the lineman can pull or whatnot. So I really thought Eric Bieniemy really did well today and got us the victory.
Yes, sir, man. Eric Bieniemy's definitely one of the MVPs. I can see an easy argument for him being the MVP because I talked about this in my video breakdown. To your point, this is our first time scoring 35 points, and I don't know when. Scott Turner, under 50 games under him, with the most we ever scored in the game was 34. So Eric Bieniemy beat him by 1 point in only 2 games when Scott Turner had 50.
Crazy. It's been a minute since I was this happy. As seeing this team successful, it's been a minute.
Man, I'm telling you.
But thank you, man, and take care.
All right, man. Appreciate the call, man. You too, man. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Man, I'm happy too, man. Like I said, I wasn't alive to see any of the Super Bowls. So this is beautiful to me because I was never there. I wasn't alive. I was born after all of that happened. My whole life has pretty much been Dan Snyder. So this is quite nice, man. I've had my Georgia Bulldogs to lean on recently to keep me sane. But now my Commanders are coming in and doing their thing too. So we got something going. We have a 240 number. Who's this?
Hey, this is Mr. A calling out of Maryland, man. What's going on, Rico?
Yes, sir. What's happening?
What's good with you?
Now I'm just happy to win. I ain't gonna lie. I'm just happy to win, and the way we did it was fun. The Commanders, even beyond just being average, we haven't been fun often. Today was fun. But how you feeling about it, man?
So I'm glad. I'm happy with it. I'm glad with the progression of Sam Howell. The one thing I definitely is understanding, this is second or third start, and he has a new playbook. So we're giving him time. We're trying to rush him. We got to understand he's a new quarterback. So I'm giving him some time, but I'm enjoying myself. We just got to do something about Leno because I think he's starting out to turn out like to be the next Eric Flowers being a turnstile. I can't stand it.
He was horrible today. Horrible. Multiple sacks. I think more than one penalty. Definitely at least one penalty. He was terrible.
Man, that dude was Barsuda, man. He's trash, man. He's garbage. We paying him all that money, and what kind of mistakes? I mean, come on, mental mistakes. What is he doing? He's staying up with the babies. He got too many. I don't know what's going on with him, but we need to find something else out. I don't know what to do, but I'm glad we got the enemy because something like this, we would never have to come back and have that moxie. You can just see the enemies, just in what he brings to the table. It just brings that life back into our offense.
Completely agreed. It's a whole new team now, man. We ain't even changed head coach. We just brought in a different defensive coordinator, a new quarterback, and everything just flip upside down. Oh, and a new owner, too.
Yeah. But see, the thing about it is everybody got to realize Robert Vera is also auditioning as well because we got new owners. We don't know if they're going to say, you stay or go. So he's auditioning as well. So he got a pressure on his head.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Well, other than that, Rico, I appreciate you for all that you do. Stay, keep going. Say hi to the family, and I appreciate you.
All right, but my boy Mr. A, man, with the call, man. Appreciate that big time, my boy.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, before we move on to my dog, Ivory, I see Fresh Montana pull back up real quick. What's going on, Fresh?
Hey, yeah, my bad. Hey, yo, is it William Harper Church?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm sending you 10 now.
Appreciate that. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I wasn't sure. I didn't want to just send it because I ain't never, I don't really be reading the comments. So I want to make sure it was you. So I just sent that. But before I go, yo, did you see that one series with Deron Payne literally took over the whole series?
Bruh.
Sack on first down, tackle for loss second down, and batted pass on third down. Man, what?
Literally, man. Like, you know how hard that is to do as a singular player on defense in general, but then defensive line and then the interior defensive line to take over a whole drive is insane, dog. People don't do that.
Yo, by himself, man. I said, oh man, yeah. I hope he ain't hurt bad. You see, he left the game.
Yeah, he came back though, but I hope he's good. Yeah, he came back in at a certain point, but I think he's good. But like Ron Rivera said after the game, we won't be sure until we come back. When they get back to Virginia and everything and get them looked at.
Yeah, because we definitely gonna need him from Buffalo. I think we're gonna beat Buffalo, but we need him to beat Buffalo.
Oh yeah,
we can't do it without him.
Need
everybody.
I'm
gonna let you go, man. My bad, bro. I ain't mean to pull back up. I just want to make sure I had the right shit.
Oh nah, man. You said some good stuff and you donated. I got it too. Appreciate the donation, my boy, man.
All right, bro.
Yes, sir. Much love, much love. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Then we got my boy Ivory next. How you doing over there, Ivory? What's good, man? How you feeling about this?
Oh, this is great, man. A couple things, and I think this is why the start was so slow. I think you look at both the games that the Broncos played, the Raiders and us this week, both teams sort of had sluggish first half, us and the Raiders. I think it's two things, early season conditioning and getting used to the altitude. I thought it probably took a half or so for us to get comfortable in that environment. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't, because we seem to be on our heels defensively early in the game. They were running by us, and I think a lot of it had to do with us getting used to the altitude. You know what I'm saying? I think the play with Percy Butler, the play with Forbes, I actually think it took a while for us to make the adjustment and get comfortable physically in that environment. Because you notice about midway through to the second quarter, we started feeling like we were getting pressure.
Yep.
We didn't get any pressure early in the game. We just, it was like, I'm telling you, the whole second half, our defensive line just dominated. I felt like we had gotten used to the altitude. We were coming downhill on that pass rush, and the whole game changed, man. So I actually think it was a matter of, last week the Raiders played much better in the second half, and we just dominated them in the second half. I think a lot of it had to do with the altitude. Also, I was concerned, but Jack Del Rio defenses start every game slow. We start every game slow with Jack Del Rio defense. I think it's because a lot of times he plays so much off coverage. He don't really blitz, and I feel like every game there's a period in which we're trying to figure out what the other team is doing. And to his credit, he makes the adjustments, and then we go lockdown the rest of the game. You notice that? Under Jack, it seemed like that's a pattern every game. Because how can you explain how dominant our D-line was the second half? Like, I mean, the rest of the game. How dominant Forbes was. Forbes was step for step with everybody after the early game wobble. You know what I'm saying? Early game getting beat. So I think and Howell, man, we got a quarterback. We got one.
For sure.
We got a dude. You know what I'm saying? He got to work on that pocket awareness a little bit. You know what I'm saying? He got to be more mindful of them tackles are whack. You know what I'm saying? He got to recognize, listen, I can't step outside to avoid the rush. I need to step into the pocket, up in. I got to climb the pocket. I can't go around because most likely that defensive end has beat our tackle. And so you can't outflank them. You know what I'm saying? You can't get around them, so you got to step through the pocket. And so, but how, man, that dude arm, man, that's a major arm talent, man. How does he last to the 5th round, Rico? How does he go 5th? There's no way I can understand how he went 5th round. That's a first-round talent, man.
They overthought it.
That's a first-round talent.
We
Rico,
literally only got him.
The
Ron Rivera said they didn't even necessarily love him in the draft. They were just like, man, this guy's too talented to be in the 5th round. It's like, why not? You know what I'm saying? Like, best player available type of thing by far. That's crazy that we even ended up with him.
Man, that dude has been he was clearly underdrafted. He's looked better than Pickett, Bryce Young, C.J. Stroud looked good today, apparently. Anthony Richardson. If he was in this draft this year, to me, he looks better than all the young dudes that's drafted the last couple of years. He looks incredible. You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
I watched a little Desmond Ridder and Jordan Love. He looked better than both of them. You know what I'm saying? Like, and he's not doing the Heineke. Last year, Heineke threw like 3-4 passes a game, should have been intercepted. I don't recall one pass that he threw that was so bad that it should have been picked today. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
everything was just about where it was supposed to be, man. Like this dude, he throws with touch, velocity. Like I say, a couple little things I'm concerned with. The batted balls, he got to find that he's a little short, so he got to find better throwing lanes. Because that guy, they were timing him up a little bit on that. But other than that, man, and Bieniemy, man, our offense is about to put numbers on people, man.
Yeah.
Like that dude was working that offense, man. We about to put numbers on people, man. We got 35 after being down 21-3. You know what I'm saying? Rico, we got an offense, man. And with our defense, as you can see, we just pin our ears back. You know, we get after it. Now, one thing on defense, last thing I'm going to let you go, that I complain about is Cody Barton got to go.
I knew it. And Cody Barton was getting targeted.
Dude, you're right, man. I noticed it, Rico. Dude, he can't run, man. He can't run. And he don't hit when he get to the point of attack. He can't hit or run. I'm like, why did we give this dude some money? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm telling you, we are Khalid Hudson or that guy you talk about, Jabril Cox, away from being a great defense.
Yeah.
We got to get this dude off the field.
I think we're just waiting for him to learn the defense. I think that's it. I think once Jabril Cox fully healthy, understands the defense and everything, I think he'll be out there because he's too explosive.
How is Barton playing more snaps than Davis?
Yeah.
Davis is just like a heat-seeking missile. When he sees it, he comes hard. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not understanding the Cody Barton thing, man. Like, he's driving me crazy because he's the obvious weakness. When they run outside against us, he never feels the hole. He's always getting pushed out the way.
Escorted to the locker room.
If we get him out of there, I'm telling you, there's not a lot I don't like about this team potentially, man. I think and Brian Robinson finally showed me some wiggle and stopped running into people. He actually attempted to run around people today. And I was like, wow. He kept his head up today, Rico. Even on that real long run, I felt like he could have took it to the house if he but he was still trying to look for somebody to hit.
Yeah.
Because he ran into the back of his own man. I was like, dude, just run to the open space. Dude is such a pounder. He don't even try to run go to the house. I'm like, all right, we got to work on him. But I like what we doing, man. And how one last thing, man, how explosive was AG on that screen, man?
Yeah, it was beautiful.
That's his most explosive as I've seen him in a while. Because he was about to turn up before that guy tripped him.
Yep.
I was like,
shoestring
whoa.
tackle by Justin Simmons. That was a touchdown.
I hadn't seen that explosive AG in a while. You know what I'm saying? So that kind of excited me. So I'm like, you know, I like us against the Bills, man. The Bills, you know, I like us against them because I like our secondary matched up with their receivers. And Josh Allen is tough, but if we get interior pressure, he can be had. You know what I'm saying? Because
they've been struggling.
Yeah, they've been struggling. Did they give Chase Young a half a sack, or did they give that sack with Sweat? Did they give it to him?
They gave him 1.5. They gave him that half, which was one of the ones with Sweat. They gave him a half. It was another one he almost got there, but they didn't give him that one. But another one they met literally at Russell Wilson at the same time.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I actually thought that if he got a half on that, he caught a break because Sweat did grab him and kind of threw him into Chase. I was like, oh, okay. I was like, I want Chase to get his money, man. I want Sweat and Chase to get paid. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm excited about their start to the season. All right, man. Y'all, you take it easy, man.
All right. That's my dog Ivory right there, man. Appreciate that.
All right.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's my boy Ivory that just called in. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Appreciate the call as always, man. And then we have a 203 number up next. Who's this? (203). Who's this? Hello?
Hello?
Yes, sir. Who's this?
My name is Nick. How you doing?
Yes, sir. Let me save you in. I'm good, man, especially after a win like that. How you feeling?
I am pumped up. I am so happy, man.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely 2-0 for the first time since when? 2011, I think they said.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. Well, a couple plays that really stood out to me that I wanted to talk about. I think one of definitely the biggest, or the turnaround, I think, started on when they were down 21-3, and they got that fumble strip and recovered the fumble.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
From there, it went down, and then I think if I give you 3 plays, I think the second one was the 4th and goal to Logan Thomas. Holding on to that ball on 4th down when he got walloped.
Yeah.
That was huge.
Crazy.
That was awesome. And then when towards the end, when Seattle, I'm thinking of Russell Wilson. When Denver was going in, and it was 3rd down, and Chase Young got that sack to force a field goal. That was huge, I thought.
Yep.
You know what I'm talking about? You know which play I'm talking about?
Yeah.
That was huge.
Huge, man.
And because if they had scored a touchdown there, it who knows what would have happened. I mean, the Hail Mary, I mean, they should practice that a little bit this week and make sure that they pass the ball down. And
please practice that over and over.
Yeah, please, seriously. Yeah, exactly. That was my heart dropped for a second there. Thank God they didn't catch the 2-point conversion.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I'm glad that Buffalo won so big today, because if they had lost today, then they'd be desperate next week. So Buffalo, they're coming in 1-1, and I think we got a chance. Buffalo's tough, but this team is I don't know what the ceiling is, but I'm just excited to find out. Howell is really impressing me.
Serious.
He made a couple mistakes last week. Yeah, and so that's about it, man. And just really pumped up, and we'll see what happens next week, I guess.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. My boy Nick, man. Appreciate that.
All right, man. Thanks, man. I'll keep listening.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Appreciate it. And I completely agree with everything you said, my boy. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let me also bring in my boy. We got Robin Nero next, and we got Astonishing after that, and then we got Timothy after that in line. What's good, Robin Nero?
Yo, what's up?
What's happening? What's happening? How you feeling?
Man, that game, I don't even know what just happened. that was one of the wildest games I have seen in recent memory. So many emotions, bro. Like, in my head, like I was thinking, like this is gonna be a tougher game than Arizona because like this team actually has talent. So when we were down 21-3, I'm like, in my head, I'm like, we're probably gonna come back and like make it a game, but I didn't want to say it out loud. So I'm just sitting there. I'm just like, I'm not saying a word. I had a feeling we was going to, but not in the way that we actually did.
Yeah.
Man, this is what happens when you actually get a good coordinator. Because if we had Scott Turner in this game, we would have been bulldozed. It would have been bad. It would have been ugly.
I completely agree.
Russell Wilson would have done whatever he wanted to if that was the case. But, I mean, we kind of let that happen for a bit. But, man, like, that's what I like about this team. As with week one, no matter how many mistakes that we made, we just don't give up. Like, we just keep playing.
Yep, completely agree.
Because I went to week one against Arizona, and that was a blast. It's like the whole vibe of all the fans. It was great. And what I like oh, yeah, man. Sam Howell was throwing darts, man. That man was slinging the ball.
Yes, sir.
He is 3-0 in this start. Name a bunch of quarterbacks that are playing up to this level in just 3 starts. There's not many I can say.
Yeah, it's not common. I'd tell you that.
Yeah, it is not common. Defense really was starting to ball in the second half. Deron Payne is a dog. He is a dog.
Yeah. The man took over a whole drive himself.
Literally, he was carrying the team on his back. Man, and Chase Young did pretty well as well. Like,
yep.
Man, it's just when I saw that Hail Mary at the very end, I'm just thinking to myself, just break my heart. Just do it. Do it. Break my heart. You're already there. You might as well tie it to go to overtime. Break my heart. And then they didn't get it. I was like, oh, my God. What's funny is that they gave the Broncos hope, so it makes it even funnier.
Yeah, true. Yeah. To be real petty, that did make it even more fun.
Oh, no, it was hilarious. It's just at the time I was losing my mind.
Yeah. All of us were panicking.
But, I mean, obviously, long season ahead of us and all that. And obviously, like, it was only week 2, but I like a lot what we're doing, man. Like, it feels fun. New owner, new GM and stuff. It just feels fun again.
I completely agree. I'm so happy that we're
Breaking
fun to watch.
It's just fun to watch, man. Breaking all these records and stuff.
Yeah.
Man, I feel like against the Bills, this actually could legit be a game, potentially. We just need to stop being down by 20 every game to come back and win.
Yeah. 21-3, the Bills might have a different result than what we pulled off today. I don't think we can't keep doing that, man. Can't keep doing that.
Hell no. Nah. All right, but I feel like I don't have much more to say, but yeah.
All right, man. Appreciate that, my boy Robin Nero. Thank you for calling back, man.
All right, man. Peace.
Yes, sir. All right, we got my boy Astonishing, a.k.a. Washington Command Center, who you see in the chat. Appreciate it, Jefferson. Appreciate y'all pulling up. Thank y'all. Oh, yeah, we got to 18,000. Thank you for pointing that out, Jefferson. Yes, sir. Got to clap that up right there. Shouts out to 18K. Let's get it. Oh, and DJ, the Nightbot is me. I set up the Nightbot so that I don't have to keep saying it all the time and stuff. So the Nightbot is me. When you see Nightbot and you see like all of that, it's like on a timer. Like I'm not doing it manually, but it's like I have it set up to do that. So just to let everybody know like where to donate and all of that type of stuff. So appreciate that though, DJ. Thank you for being on top of that. And then let me go ahead and bring my boy Astonishing on again, aka Command Center, who you always see in the chat. How you feeling over there, man?
Hey, Rico, another win, man. 2-0.
Yeah.
And right now, like, I couldn't be more happy. You know, Sam Howell's my dude. I spent all off season defending him, but now it's this defense too, man. This defense, like earlier, earlier caller was talking about, how we're starting out slow, and I just think that game 2 in the season, it's a new offense. Sean Payton just got there. Making adjustments in the second half is what you do with a new offense when you're facing it. It's not like he could study and make a game plan on what Sean Payton was going to do with Russell Wilson, really. You have one game, so, Jack Del Rio is a beast. He made the adjustments, with 2 quarters of football and shut it down, man. They're really, really carrying this team. Well, not carrying this, you know what I'm saying? Like, the offense is doing great, and it's going to build, and it's going to keep building. But this is a defensive team, and it's just blowing my mind each and every week how much they step up when they need to. And I said it last week, I compared this to the 2012 Seahawks, and that's where we're going. And Forbes is legit looking like that Sherman guy, like you said before.
Yes, sir.
I'm
thrilled, man. And also, everybody was looking at Sam Howell saying a lot of people predicted around like 3,600 yards, 3,800 yards. I've been saying Sam is worth at least 30 yards a game more than Taylor and Carson got us.
I agree.
Passing.
I agree.
3 times. I think 3 times the rushing. I think he's going to get at least 2 touchdown passes a game. And that'll put us up to like crazy, like 4,335 yards for the season for him, and maybe even 34 touchdowns, all that. And I'm only 5 yards off so far on the average, because I thought it would average out, 255 yards a game. So far through 2, we're sitting at 250 yards per game passing for Sam on average.
Okay.
So we're close. I think Sam could do it. Definitely get the overs on those passing numbers. But man, this game had me all on my nerves at the end.
Everybody, man, everybody.
I know, like we can't just have a leisurely game where we just know by halftime it's going to be over.
It would be nice. It would be nice.
But when your team's got that defensive identity, that's kind of what it is.
Yeah.
It's gonna be in there till the end, and man, I'm just thrilled. I really think that Ron Rivera, he's getting, like, people still, even in wins, like, people just love to dump on Ron, and like, he put this all together. Like all this is because Ron fought through so much obstacles to build this team.
Yeah.
He wasn't just doing it for, like, he wasn't just building the team like every other GM head coach gets to do. Like, he wasn't doing that. This dude had to gut the whole organization, get rid of all these creeps and weirdos, like, in the front offices. He had to do all this stuff. Like, he had to deal with the DEA raiding the facility, the IRS snooping around, Congress, congressional hearings, like, stuff that's never been seen, like, in the NFL, period. Like, he has a level of power and responsibility only matched by Belichick on the football side. Belichick's the only person that really has that level of responsibility that Ron has.
Yep.
And has nowhere near the drama. When the whole little massage parlor thing got brought up, nobody said trash about it. But Ron's had to deal with every time Dan Snyder spit on a sidewalk. Like, he has had to answer for all this stuff. And he's still building us the best team we've had in 30 years. And he grabbed us a quarterback in the 5th round that might just be the guy. I mean, we've only ever had one quarterback that we actually drafted won us a Super Bowl. He was taken 2 picks later than Sam was, Mark Rippon. And there's just so many awesome parallels between this team and winners of the past. And I'm just pumped, man. I think we're going places this year. Ron's definitely going to get 10+ wins this year.
Yeah, I feel it.
I mean, these are two, lesser teams that we beat, and they were tough games, but it's the NFL. Every game is tough. This team's going to gel together. It's going to grow as the season goes on. The offensive line that's not as bad as we really all think is going to get more chemistry together. It's going to give Sam more time.
Plus, if anything,
and he's going to get
better.
quicker.
Yeah.
He's going to get quicker at reading the defense and making his throws, and he's got that special talent to actually elevate a team. Like, if you watch, he got dropped way down at the draft board in UNC, but it was ridiculous. This guy had big-time throw rates, turnover-worthy play rates, right there with Bryce Young.
Yep.
Like, stuff that was Bryce Young level, but he didn't have Alabama. he didn't have that kind of school. And when his weapons went, he showed that he could carry the team. They didn't win a lot because a quarterback can't win on his own. He needs people. I mean, that's why Tom Brady left New England and went to Tampa Bay. Quarterback needs people around him, but he's got those people here, and he's shown that he has that extra something to elevate a team. It's the perfect blend of our just dominant defensive team with a great play caller, and a high caliber potential quarterback. Like, Sam could be a top 10 quarterback, I think, eventually.
He got it in him,
and he's got the weapons to make it real easy. Like, I've been saying he was Russ 2.0. I thought he reminded me of Russ, but he also has the ability to pass across the middle of the field that makes him even more dangerous. And he's got better weapons at the beginning of his career than Russ did. I mean, they had some good guys up there, but Russ didn't get Lockett and DK until later.
Yep.
Sam's got Terry and Jahan and Curtis, and he's got those guys now to help carry him on his way out. It's where, man, the sky is the limit.
Yes, sir. I agree.
Man. It's a new era, and it's going to be a proud one. And Ron Rivera will win a Super Bowl before he leaves, I think. And I'm really hoping that when it's all said and done, that he takes over like a Ozzie Newsome role for us. And he sticks around here for the next 30 years of his life.
I'm cool with that.
But, all right, man.
Yes, sir.
Awesome 2-0.
Yup.
Sam's 3-0.
Yup.
I'll talk to you next week, bud.
All right. Yes, sir. Appreciate it, man. Yes, sir. Good points. Good points as always from my boy Astonish, aka Command Center. You see him in the chat. And then yeah, man. Josh Harris 2-0, undefeated. Eric Bieniemy as a Commanders offensive coordinator, undefeated. We got Sam Howell's 3-0, going back to that game last year, just like my boy Command Center said. We have like 6 people in line. Let me go ahead and bring my boy Timothy on next. How you doing over there, Timothy?
I'm here. I missed the last one last week. I had something to do last week, but I'm here now.
Okay.
I was watching highlights and stuff. I didn't know you had gone live, so I normally would have tried to been the first in line. But try not to hold you up. Try not to say a whole bunch of the same things everybody else said. But, yeah, I ain't going to lie. When it was 21-3, your boy was sitting on the couch. I was like, are we about to get boat raced? Are we about to get boat raced right now? I'm like, bro, we going to get trolled to no end if this happens. And then I'm just like, right before halftime, I'm like, oh, yeah, maybe we get a touchdown, and we're only down by, a couple of points, and we got the field goal. I'm like, all right, I'll take that being down by 7. I'm sitting there talking to my sister. I'm like, out of halftime, all we got to do is force a 3-and-out, score a touchdown, force another 3-and-out, score another touchdown. Then that starts happening. We just force a 3-and-out, scored a touchdown, but then, Forbes got his pick. So I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. I have there's a lot of positives that I have about the game. The only negative, it wouldn't be like the obvious. I mean, obviously, you don't want, Leno just letting people through like a revolving door to just blow our quarterback up. That'd be great if he could stop that. But like, no, what was I gonna say? If we just stop shooting ourselves in the foot like that, like the sacks, I'm like, we'll be on a roll, and then like a sack will just ruin a drive.
Yep.
Holding penalty.
Yep.
Ruin a drive.
Yep.
Like, what is it? Did Jahan get called for OPI? I feel like that. Yeah, that happened.
Yeah. Yep.
It happened last year too in like the Giants game. I think he got called for OPI. One of the Giants games. I'm like, this is just. Chase can't be out here shoving Russell Wilson down after the ball is gone. I'm like, bro, like you're a veteran at this point, bro. What possible reason are you shoving Russell Wilson to the ground for? Come on now.
And got that same call against the Falcons 2 years ago too.
I'm like, that's crazy. And just like, yeah, no. I'm trying to think. Rico, help me out. Who came in for Sam Cosmi when he got a little bit hurt? He went out for a little bit. Did he come back in the game, or like who?
It was Stromberg.
Oh, it was Stromberg?
Yes, sir.
I mean, I might have to go look at the All-22, see what Stromberg was doing, because I don't know. But, I'm just excited about week 3 and 4. Like, I've been telling people in all these Commanders fan pages, I'm like, bruh, bring week 3. And, like, as soon as I saw, like, the Patriots-Eagles game, and I saw the Eagles-Vikings game, I'm like, bruh, where is week 4 at? Because, like, these Eagles ain't looking nothing but pedestrian, bruh.
They don't look good.
Like,
they don't look that good.
They don't. And even with the Cowboys, I'll still say the same thing with the Cowboys. They don't look that good either. Like you should have. If anybody you should have beat 40-0, it's the Jets. I'm like, I know they got a great defense, but they still got Zach Wilson at quarterback. So that's the team you should have beat 40-0.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know, but I'm a little mad that the Cardinals gonna let the Giants win. I'm like, come on, bruh. Y'all was up 28-7. What happened? How's that let that happen, bruh? But no, I'm excited about this 2-0. Like, I would love to be going into week 5 4-0 because I'm going to the Bears game, and so I'm like, to be in the stadium 4-0, and like that would be dope. That'd be a dope feeling because like when I went to the Packers game last year, we were like 2-6 or something like that. 2-5, 2-4. No, 2-4. We're 2-4. So I'm just like, something could happen, but we sitting 4-0, bruh.
Yes,
I don't know,
sir.
bruh. I might have to try to convince you to let me in. Like if y'all do like an NFC East, round table or whatever. Like if you in one of those, just tag me in real quick so I can come in and talk all my trash. Nah, bruh. I've been telling people since the offseason that when I saw our schedule, I was like, I feel like we were winning a minimum of 10 games. And, like, my number's only gone up since then. Like, give me both the Eagles games. Like, minimum of 12. Give me a minimum of 12 games. Give me both the Eagles. Well, actually, no, 14. Throw both the Giants games on there, too. 14 games. Put down our only losses. Maybe we take a loss to the Dolphins, the 49ers, and the Cowboys. That's it. 14-3.
Okay.
But nah, the NFL looking kind of bad these first couple of weeks.
Boy, it's a lot going on.
I'm looking at some of the scores. I'm like the Chiefs beat the Jaguars 16-9. What is this?
Yeah.
Some of these scores been ugly, but
yeah, NFL been weird.
Hopefully, it has. But I'm ready for week 3. I'm gonna call back. I'm gonna put this, speak those things that aren't as though they are. I'm gonna be calling into the next show, and we're gonna be 3-0.
Let's get it. I believe it, man. For real.
Oh yeah, they playing the Grammy music. I see somebody say next caller. I'm gonna get off.
The Grammy music. Oh yeah, when the band start going. You good though, man. I appreciate it. I appreciate it, Timothy.
Hi,
man.
Here we go.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, my boy. All right, we got Argo up next. How you feeling over there, Argo? We got like 8 people in line too, man. What's good, Argo?
What's up? What up?
What's happening?
Yeah. Well, I fell asleep at halftime, so.
Oh no, you missed all the good.
21-3. That's all I have to say is 21-3.
Yeah, I mean, I can't even blame
slow
you.
fucking starts are starting to make me fucking hate this shitty fucking team. Like 2-0, okay, but slow starts. We're a first half of we're a second half of the season team, and we're a second half of the game team.
Yeah, we gotta do better.
Like honestly, like I mean, I guess Rod's clutching up at the end of the year, but like. I mean, last year we would have made the playoffs if we were in any other division in football.
True.
Maybe besides the AFC East. Because, yeah, it's still a stronger division than them, but it's like, these slow starts, man.
No, it's depressing.
Like
21-3 is crazy.
It is. It really is. I mean, like, these games should be close. It's the Denver Broncos. Like,
yeah, there's no excuse.
I mean, like, I mean, it's ridiculous, man. We shouldn't be starting the season 2-4 every year, and then having to do the craziest comeback of all time, win 5 straight games to have a chance of making the playoffs. Like,
that's how our seasons have been going. This looks different, but that's how it's been for a minute. Always know that October, November win streak, and then the December fold.
Exactly. I still believe from last year when we lost to the Giants that was that was the referees that lost us that game.
Oh yeah. That's why I don't want to hear anything about that 2-point conversion against the Broncos today, because we got did worse last year.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, like that help. I'm sorry, but you got to catch those Hail Marys. You can't have Hail Marys caught on you.
Or at least bat it down, something.
I was thinking, throw Terry in at safety or something, like, you know.
Yeah.
Throw a tight end in there, get some length in there, you know.
Some height. I was about to say, yeah, throw some height in there.
Yeah. I mean, like, hold on, do we still have, I can't think of his name. 6'8" wide or tight end we had.
Curtis Hodges? He was inactive. Curtis Hodges was inactive. He's like on the team, but we're not playing him in games.
Aye. So he gets, we don't have him on the 42-man game day roster.
Nope.
I mean, just throw Logan Thomas in there or something.
Yeah, I mean, it would have been nice if he was healthy enough to go, but they got him with a real dirty hit for the touchdown and everything, so
yeah,
he's out for a concussion.
I saw that. I was, like, watching highlights, like, after the game. I was like, Jesus Christ. I mean, hey, props to him for holding on to that, though.
Yeah, my point. Yeah, I don't know how he caught that. Shouts out to him for holding on to that. I think he was knocked out while falling to the ground, probably. So we got to deal with concussion protocol with that, but I hope he's okay. But
yeah, that was like what happened to Travis Hunter last night. You see that hit on Travis Hunter?
Yeah, that one was worse even than the Logan Thomas one, but it was still really, because it was later. Like, the Travis Hunter was like no chance of catching it, hands not on the ball, and then like 2-3 seconds later hit like that. So his was even worse than Logan Thomas's, but both were bad. But appreciate that, Argo, man. I appreciate the call as always, man.
All right, yeah. I couldn't call him last week. I had a football game of my own, so, you know.
All right, bet, man. Appreciate that, though, Argo. Catch you next time. Catch you next week.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
On Mondays.
All right.
See ya.
All right, man. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Then we have a 407 number. Who's this?
Hello. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. I can hear you. What's good?
My name is Nick. It was actually my first time ever calling in, and I have to say I just moved to enemy territory. I just moved to Dallas, so this is my first game live from Dallas.
Ooh, boy. Good luck. Good luck out there.
Thank you. It's going to haunt me for probably all of us for the next 15 years that we passed on Micah Parsons to draft Jamin Davis.
Oh yeah, that's. I mean,
I don't really get how he did that, and it's really no fault of his own because I actually thought this was one of his better games that he's played for us.
Yep,
But
agreed.
that's gonna be tough to live with for the next 10, 15 years as Michael Parsons becomes the greatest defensive player of all time.
Yeah, man.
I don't know what you think of this. I thought the game was great. I thought Chase Young was dominant that second half, and
Agreed.
that sort of win will give us confidence going into the rest of the schedule here that we actually are really going to need. So I think going down 21-3 was good for us. Showed a lot of heart, put a lot of belief in Sam Howell, and I think that's the kind of win where the league takes notice. I know we had the preseason game, but the league takes notice of a game like this. Like, you're going to start seeing Good Morning Football talk about it and all that. So I think that's pretty big.
Yeah, I agree.
What do you think about...
I was about to say, bad
trying
teams
to
do
trade
not
for-
come back. They just don't. But what were you saying? I'm sorry.
Oh, I was going to say, what do you think about trying to trade for Kyle Pitts?
You said, trying to trade for Kyle Pitts?
I feel like a second round pick would do it.
Maybe so. I don't know. I haven't watched Falcons games closely enough to not understand why he's not going crazy. As a Georgia Bulldog fan that had to go against Florida every year while he was there, I'm not understanding what Atlanta's doing with him. I don't know why he's not leading the league in receptions, well, tight ends at least, in receptions and yards and stuff. It should be like him, Travis Kelce, maybe Darren Waller, and a couple other guys. I don't understand. Is it his
It's not
fault
even
or is it the
targets.
Falcons?
They don't even target him. It just doesn't make any sense.
Okay. Yeah, he's too much talent.
He's too talented.
Yeah, agreed.
For some team to not get use out of him.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. If Eric Bieniemy had his hands on him, it would be a whole different story. It gotta be. It's gotta be the Falcons. I refuse to believe it's Pitts.
It can't be, right? I mean, they're doing the same thing with Drake London. They're ruining him too.
Yeah, he's struggling out there. He's struggling out there.
But all right, I appreciate it. You have a good one.
Yes, sir. My boy Nick, boy. Yes, sir. Just moved to the enemy territory. Appreciate you calling in, man.
Thanks. Have a good one.
Yes, sir. You too. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We got my boy Bobby Digital in the building now. We also have 4 more people after him, so everybody stay patient if you're trying to get in. What's good, Bobby?
Yo, Rico Suave. What's up, Rico?
What's happening? How you feeling?
I'm good, man. Out here in Los Angeles.
Yes, sir.
It's about 8:40 p.m. out here. How's it going, man, in Atlanta?
Yeah. Y'all good. 3 hours behind. We're 11:40. Been dark for a while, but it's cool. It's cool. I'm just happy to get a win, man. How you feeling? How you feeling about the win?
Yo, man, I seriously, I want to ask this question to you, and I want to ask this question to Redskin Nation, Commanders Nation out there. When people call in, I want you guys to address this. What do you think, Rico, was the cause of that first half debacle? Do you think it was more the team being just like, meh, they're just flat-footed? Or do you think it was more Denver just playing really good? Or do you think it was play call? Like, I think they were flat-footed. They were just not ready to play. They were just kind of just chilling to see what was going to happen. And then before they knew it, they were just getting walloped, like one after the other, all these just crazy things happening. Russell Wilson unleashing, everybody just hanging back like, yo, what the hell's going on? And then Jamin Davis just lit a spark under everyone's ass, like, boom. Yep. And when that happened, it was like, okay, it's on. And they managed to, like, come back a little bit by the half. I must have pulled all the hairs out of my head by the time we got there, but you know what I'm saying, dog? It was painful. But being a Washington fan, I'm 42 years old, man. I've experienced so many lows over the years. My friends were texting me like when we started coming back and winning, and they're like, "Can you believe this?" And I'm like, "Yeah." I wasn't excited because I kept thinking we're gonna lose something,
Yeah, the same old.
We're conditioned. We're conditioned as a fan base, like, to lose over all these years, and it's sad to say. I mean, when I was a kid, I remember the glory days when we won Super Bowls and stuff, and to go from that to what we were, it's horrible. And then today it was like, wow, this is nice. Feels good to win. But what do you think was the cause of that first half?
I think it's a combination of a lot of factors, but My top ones would be, first of all, the elevation. They practice in that all the time. They live in that. So, of course, they just came out with more energy, more wind than we had. And also, I guess, I mean, I wouldn't have really predicted this before the game started, but looking back, it just seemed like they had a better script. You know, like when you come into games, you typically have, like, I remember, I think Scott Turner even explained this at one point. It's like you typically have like 10 to 15 plays, maybe a couple of drives worth of plays that you already have designed and ready to be called. Before the game even starts. But we just made better they had the better script, we had the better adjustments, and I also feel like we were the better team on paper, which ended up showing. But then at the end of the game, we got gassed again. The elevation came back into play towards the end of the game because there was a certain point we had all backups in the defensive line. Like everybody needed a rest. Payne, Jonathan Allen, Sweat, Chase, everybody was like, man, I just need a break for a second. Just give me a couple of plays and I got you type of thing.
I mean, that first half was like the Marvin Mims show. Like, that dude, it was like there was nothing he could do. He was everywhere. I'm like, yo, is this one dude just going to, like, gas this whole team? Like, what's going on?
It was bad.
But I got to tell you, man, I'm excited for this season. I didn't know Sam Howell had this much potential in him. I don't think a lot of people knew, except for those that have been working with him and some of the beat reporters. I know Kevin Sheehan's been hot on him. Finley, JP Finley, a lot of these guys have been talking about him in a positive way. So it's good to see that, he's got it. He needs an O-line desperately. He needs an O-line to protect him. We need that O-line to either step it up or we got to get some people that can handle, protecting him. Because I feel if he's got the right protection, he can make those decisions and do the right things to get the ball out. He's got it in him, and he's got a hell of an arm on him. You see some of those throws, man?
Boy. That John Bates one, the Terry one, oh my Lord.
The Terry one was ridiculous. The Terry one is going to be a top play, like, for the NFL. They're going to replay that all over the place. That was ridiculous. And it was surprising to not see Jahan Dotson make a couple catches like that. I was kind of surprised not to see him shine like that. But, last week Dotson made some good catches. Scary Terry was a little on the DL. He only had, I think, 4 receptions last week.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, so it's going to be good to see what happens. And then next week is going to be ridiculous. If we win at Washington against Buffalo, phew, the league is going to lose its mind. The NFL is going to explode. Our fan base is going to go nuts.
I hope we do, man. We deserve it. We beat the Bills. We deserve to go crazy everywhere. Twitter, Facebook, wherever you at. Outside, everywhere. Be obnoxious, man, because 3-0 after beating the Bills is huge, man.
I mean, I can't even remember the last time we were 3-0. I really can't remember. It's been so long, dude. But one last thing, man. Eric Bieniemy is a beast. Eric Bieniemy is probably one of the biggest reasons why we're doing so well. That guy has got the winning formula. He knows what he's doing. He's smart. He calls good plays. He's a fighter. I don't know if you were listening to actually you probably weren't listening to the commentary live when it was on TV because you had your show up.
Yeah.
But the commentators were talking about how him and one of the coaches on Denver, they grew up together and how they were like battling back and forth through the years, the competitiveness. And they were saying that the dude on the Denver side was saying that Bieniemy was the type of guy that he would fight tooth and nail, even as like when he was in school, like what do they call it? Not high school football. What do they play like when they're kids?
Little league.
Football. Yeah, little league. Mm-hmm. He was saying like this dude was balling out in little league, even like he was so competitive, and that's how far back he's known Eric Bieniemy.
Okay.
So, dude who's got that kind of drive and that kind of attitude, and he did it with the Chiefs. He's going to do it with us. This is going to be a good year, man.
Yes,
Fasten your seatbelts.
Yes, I'm excited, man. I'm excited. Appreciate that, Bobby.
Yeah. Hey, man, thanks for the time. I don't want to, there's people waiting. So, but, hail to the Redskins, baby. Hail to the Commanders. Hail.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Appreciate it.
Good night, everybody. Good night, Rico.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Same to you, man. Yes, sir. Everybody going to sleep 2-0. Let's get it, man. We going to sleep 2-0. Let me bring on the next caller. Was a 419 number. Who's this?
Oh, my name is Taylor.
Taylor, let me save you in real quick. How you feeling about the game, man?
Oh, it was great. I'd never been so pumped in my life.
Yeah.
I was speechless at the end. It's hard for me to get the game because I'm in Ohio right now. Yeah, surprising.
Oh yeah, I'm struggling too. Definitely.
But by the end of the game, I got to watch the end of the game after the Cowboys played, and that Hail Mary pass, I was like, oh no, please don't let this happen. Please don't let this happen. And then that stop at the 2-point conversion, just like, whew.
Yeah.
I would have lost my mind if we lost that game.
Oh.
Went into overtime.
Couldn't believe in nothing if we lost a game like that. I wouldn't be able to believe in nothing. We could be up 30. I don't know we won.
And it just feels great to be 2-0. I was finding it pretty hard to watch football because my dad passed away this summer, and I just wasn't feeling it. But then after seeing the team play the last 2 games, I was just like, you know what? I gotta watch this for him, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But
Condolences too, man.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
But I am so glad we played we played well today. We're 2-0. I hope we beat the Bills next week. And man, Brian Robinson Jr. Man,
woo!
What a story, man.
Yeah.
He's become one of my top 5 favorite players on the team right now. And just the way he just plays, man. I knew when we got Toya Gibson in 2020, he was a great guy. But when we got Robinson, I was just like, that backfield's gonna be freaking loaded. And then Ryan Robinson beat our number 1. Wow. He just proving everybody wrong, man.
Yeah, man. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And seeing that team play, and then Sam Howell, man.
Whew, yeah. We got one.
I've never, man. He could have just went for the 300 yards if he wanted to, but
yeah, 1 yard away. 1 yard away.
And he would have got 300.
Yeah.
But like I said, we did start to drain down some clock just in the end.
Yes, sir.
Oh my God. I can't really describe how I feel about this game right now.
Boy, it was a ride. I tell you that. It was a ride. It was a ride.
But like I said, I'll wrap up. I hope we win against the Bills next week.
Mm-hmm.
And one more thing, I feel like when the Giants won today, I kind of feel like the Cardinals, the GM of the Cardinals was like, "What are you doing, guys? You're supposed to tank. You're not supposed to blow them out.
Yeah.
We're trying to get Caleb Williams here, and hopefully try to get Marvin Harrison Jr. Like, come on, take the game."
Let's look good and then throw it away at the end, man. We got to get that pick.
All right, I'm gonna let you go. I'm sure people want to call and talk to you, man. But thank you so much for taking my call.
Yes, sir, man. Appreciate you calling in, man. Appreciate that. The whole thing.
No problem.
Yes, sir, man. Love it. Love it.
Go Commanders.
Oh, yeah, of course. Yes, sir. Yes,
you take care. Bye.
All right, man. You too, man. Yes, sir. My boy Taylor. Got him locked in, got him saved in and everything, man. That was a beautiful game. And that's the people we play for, man. Those are the type of people we play for. Let me bring on the next number. We had a 209 number. Who's this?
Hey, how's it going, man? It's Kaden calling from Northern California.
All right, bet. Let me say you in. Let me say you in. What's good, man?
Dude, man, just enjoying soaking it up. This win. Big win against the Broncos.
Yes, sir.
Super amped up. So, like, what do you think, like, about the what do you think about Emmanuel Forbes so far?
I'm personally loving it. I mean, he had gave up that one big play in the first quarter, but what he was doing in the preseason, I was like, I think I've seen enough. He's pretty good. He's only going to get better. My thing with corners is corners and quarterbacks always at least need a year. That's just what it always seems like. And the fact that he's come out here and looked as good as he has already, he's only going to get better. So I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm just kind of like, I'm thinking he might end up being like kind of like a Trayvon Diggs, like boomer bust kind of corner.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of people comp him.
His play style. I mean, we kind of need that. We need something like that though. We do need the turnovers. So.
Yep, already getting
them. But did you watch the Patriots game?
No, I heard something about some lateral to almost get the first down or something, but nah, I haven't been there. I haven't seen it other than that play.
Nah, just Christian Gonzalez. I mean, he looks pretty good too. He got that pick off of Tyreek Hill.
Okay.
So I'm like, man, I don't know. I mean, they both look good though. I ain't too disappointed in the pick, but on draft day, I was like, what the hell are they doing?
Oh yeah, most people were. Most people were for sure. You not alone at all.
Yeah, for sure. All right, thanks, Rico. I'm at work, but it was nice talking to you.
All right, man. My boy Kaden, man, calling in at work and everything, man. Appreciate it, man. Shouts out to the win to the Commanders. Yes, sir.
For sure. HTTR or HTTC.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Bad hard habit to break, man. Appreciate that.
Yeah. For sure. Have a good one, man.
You too. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Then we had a 516 number. Who's this?
Yo, what's good, Rico?
What's good? Who's this?
It's your boy Josh calling from Long Island, New York, man.
Oh, bet. Which part of Long Island?
Freeport, Nassau County, man.
Okay, bet. Cool. What's good, man?
Yeah, man, crazy game, man. Crazy game. I mean, I don't know what it is with this team, man. We just gotta play games all the way down to the last minute, man, to the last second.
Oh, it's always popcorn.
That type of energy, man, where you gotta play 2K and you gotta stand up with the controller in your hand type of energy. Like, oh man, but I'm just glad that we got the W, man. I really can't complain. You know, we had a lot of doubters going into this game. I'm looking at some of these game predictions before the game, and I'm just seeing crazy outcomes. I'm just like, you know, it just goes to show you our underdog mentality, man. I think that our defense is definitely a testament to that. And EB definitely was out there stringing it up, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I think at this point, with our team, it's clear that we're a second half team, and I kind of wanted that to change ever since, you know, we moved over from Scott Turner and, you know, everything was being different under EB. But it just seems like second half we start to bring out that energy, man. And, you know, we came out there, man, on fire. I mean, Jamin Davis coming up with big plays after big plays. Deron Payne, dog, like can't stress it anymore, man.
Serious.
But just happy to see Chase Young, man, finally get out there, finally get after the quarterback. I feel like he had a lot of criticism that he had to deal with in the off season, from critics to even some of our own fans, man. But you know, was just happy to get the win.
Yes, sir. Same here, man. I'm right with you with the Chase Young. Like, I'm so happy that with all the doubt, and hey, man, the doubt is deserving. That he went out there and played the game that he played. His first time back, too. Like, he didn't wait till middle of the season. First game back showed why we drafted him.
Definitely, man. I mean, you know, you go in there with second-round pick, you got to have some expectations. So, you know, it was definitely good to see him come out and look like the old Chase Young that we drafted. But just speaking on our defense, man, you know, coming out that second half, man, I called it, man. Emmanuel Forbes, second half pick. And sure enough, he showed up, man.
Yes,
like,
sir.
I can't stress it enough. These Mississippi dudes, man, like.
Yeah.
Oh, man. But, you know, it was just good to see the guys come out there and, you know, afterwards, even after the game, seeing all the posts on the Commanders page, Ron Rivera getting his 100th win, you know.
Yep.
I just feel like the team is just finally coming together as a whole. And even Josh Harris, man, seeing him in there with the guys after the game in the locker room, like, we're really playing like a family, man, something that I haven't seen in, like, a really long time, man. But, you know, we got the Bills coming up next week, man, and hopefully we can take some of this momentum, come back, and maybe, you know, sell out FedEx again. Landover was something last week. I mean,
yeah,
last week, man. Landover was something, man. So hopefully we can come out there and, get the job done, man. 3-0 would be crazy. I like you said, man, I've seen a lot of people say, I can't remember the last time that we were 3-0.
I'm about to say 2-0 2011, 3-0. I couldn't even tell you. Couldn't even tell you.
We were still swimming, man. I'm like, but man, I'm not gonna hold you up, man. Just thanks for having me on the show, man. HTTC, man.
Yes, sir. Appreciate that, man. Yes, sir. Got my boy Josh from Long Island locked in to the call log now. Now we got my boy Apostle in the building. What's good, man?
Hey, thanks for receiving my call, Rico. Appreciate that, man.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you calling in. How you feeling about the game, man?
Oh, man, I am excited. It took me back. Looking at Sweat and Young just got me thinking about Charles and Dexter coming off that end, man.
Mm-hmm.
And the two boys in the middle got me thinking about Dave and Daryl Gray. Man, they used to plug up that middle. So what I see, man, is just like before old days. We did what we had to do to win. We always found a way to pull it out. And
yep. That's what good teams do.
That's what I see happening. That's what I see happening the last 2 weeks. We doing, used to we couldn't come back from nothing. Once we fall behind, that was it.
Gone, done.
We couldn't come back from nothing.
Yeah.
But now it seems like, they're never out of it. So I think that was a bogus call. I think the dude was out of bounds myself. That toe did not hit the ground.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, toe did not hit the ground. But that's okay. In the old days, now say 3 years ago, up to the name change, that would have been pass interference on that PAT, on that extra thing, and they would have got another try. So I'm glad it wasn't called this time, because it was really luck that, I don't know why somebody didn't think about knocking the ball down, but they just have those moments, man, seem like lack of judgment, where they just seem to don't do the right thing at the right time. But what I'm looking at is this team is going to go as far as the offensive line allows it.
Yeah.
I think that's our money breaker right there, man.
I agree.
If that offensive line can some kind of way improve itself, I can see us getting 12.
Yeah.
12 wins.
All on that offensive line.
It's going to have to play consistently a little more better than what it is. It's going to have to do that. I think everything else, the linebackers are playing better than expected because the secondary is better and the front four is better. So if we can get that offensive line clicking, I don't know if they're in the reserves. I don't know if it's somebody on the practice squad, but the tackles bother me. They bother me.
They bothering Sam Howell too.
But let's pray.
So they bothering Howell too.
Yeah. So earlier call, he quoted scripture. He quoted Romans 4:16-17. He called those things that be not as though they were. So I'm gonna double down on that. By the same Spirit, we speaketh. Therefore, we speaketh and we believe. We got a victory coming Sunday, man. We're going to call that out.
Yeah.
Into the air. Put some positive vibes in that. We're going to beat Buffalo here in Landover come the weekend. Thanks for accepting my call there, man. Appreciate you, brother. Love you. Love what you do.
Yes, sir, man.
Keep doing
Appreciate it. Appreciate the call in. Definitely call back next week if you can, man. Much love, man, for sure.
Yeah, as much as I can, as much as it allows me. But, I enjoy your program and your show, man.
Appreciate it, man. Great call.
Talk to you later.
Same here, man. Talk to you later. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man. We getting some great calls in tonight, man. Yes, sir. Now we have the next number was the 2671267. Who's this?
Hello?
Yes, sir. Who's this? What's good?
What's good? My name Fletcher.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You can call me Fletcher. That's cool.
All right, bet. Let me go ahead and say my boy Fletcher now. How you feeling about this game, man?
I'm feeling great. You know what I mean? Let me hold on. First, let me introduce myself. It's kind of weird how I'm a Commanders fan because, listen, I'm not a bandwagon, but I'm a bandwagon because, listen, right? I was an Eagles fan because I'm from Philly.
I'm about to say your accent different. Yeah, so your accent definitely not DMV. I can hear it.
Yeah. So I was rocking with my man Wentz. Got traded to the Colts. I said, yo, I ain't rocking with the Birds no more. I'm a Colts fan. Then the next year he got traded. I'm a Washington fan. And then now he's not on the team. But at this point, the potential with Washington, I'm sticking with Washington the rest of my life, right? So that's how I got here in the first place. So,
okay, that's interesting.
To be honest, I think the biggest thing on the comeback was the offensive line play. The thing I don't like about Bieniemy, I think he called an almost perfect game, except that I don't like in the first 10 to 15 scripted plays. He loves running those screen routes that get 2 to 3 yards every time, and they get blown up behind the line. You saw how more effective they were later on in the game when they started blitzing, and you see Sam Howell checking the line. There's a blitz. Let's run a screen to the left, or let's run a screen to the right, and then boom, we break it off for 30 yards. That's the only thing I don't like. Outside that, the one caller was right when he was just saying that we can't have slow starts, but to be honest, we can't have slow starts against bad teams, but that just shows one play can really flip the whole entire field of a game. Just one single play with this team.
Especially football.
The biggest thing is the biggest difference I see from this year compared to last year with Carson was last year it was kind of opposite. Last year we sometimes started very strong, but you would hear Ron Rivera say it in the locker room, when you look at the Commander's page, his little speech, he'd be like, guys, there's 4 quarters of football. We gotta play 4 quarters. I feel like this is the closest we played to 4 quarters football, and God knows how long.
Sad but true.
Because even looking at the Giants game, it reminds you the game is always 4 quarters. And honestly, I was never really scared because my dad coaches for the school called Malvern. They're number 2 in Pennsylvania, and he always told me whenever they played teams that they knew they were gonna beat, when the team can't get anything going on offense and they know they're playing a great defense, they start running all these misdirections and all this different stuff and quick. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
So
gotta get tricky.
When I seen the stat line that Russell Wilson had 6 yards and had 100 or 6 passing attempts, had 100 something and 2 touchdowns, I'm like, they're not doing this all game. I need to see what their offense looks like when Russell Wilson's dropping back and just making reads and not having guys cross each other and busted coverage. I don't know if it's busted coverage yet because I ain't. Go ahead. Hello?
I was just saying, good point, yeah. And same here. I gotta watch the all 22 to really understand what's going on too. It's hard to tell live.
Yeah, why someone like that was wide open, it was wide open. And then I think the Sam Howell, I was looking at his numbers, the fact that he completed his passes at 68%, and then you got to remember some of them were batted at the line, and we had that one drop with Bates. He could have easily went for 72%.
Yeah, and he threw a couple out. That's what I'm saying. And then the ball, I think was it Bates going into the half to set up the field goal, in between the safety and the corner. I don't remember that specific play.
Oh my God, that ball was. To be honest, I think that ball was better than the Terry ball, only because the window in between that safety and the corner when he threw it.
On the side, the right side. Yeah, for 35. Yeah. That play, yeah. That was Bates.
Yeah. That ball, that thing just. Oh, I've never seen a deep ball so in a line, not too high, not too low, just right in between. I've never seen nothing like that ever. Even with Carson, even in 2017, he ain't do that. Carson, even Josh Allen don't do that. Josh Allen throw moon balls. Like if it's a deep ball, that thing going up to the stadium lights, coming back down. Like I've never. But Sam Howell has like a different type of. If he wants to throw it to the moon, he can. If he wants to put it on a rope, like they sleeping on us. I'm telling you, Rico, they sleeping.
Yeah, hey man, I'm right with you, man. I love it. I love the analysis.
Yeah, I'm saying so. I think coming up to the Bills, I think the Bills are very streaky. You know, one week they look like the Super Bowl runner-ups, and then the next they look like the Giants against the Cowboys. So like, they really streaky. It depends it really, if they look at last or the beginning of the first quarter, which they will obviously, and because Gabe Davis and Stephon Diggs, I mean, our best corners. Stephon Diggs is gonna get what he gets every game. He's kind of like that Terry type of player. He's gonna get what he gets.
Yeah.
And Gabe Davis is like the same way. I think the tight ends with Cam Curl playing the nickel, Buffalo nickel. I feel like we can cool on the tight end, and I'm not worried about the running game. I'm just worried about if they look at what the Broncos did to bust our coverage, especially with the young guys in the back like Forbes. They're gonna attack that all game. And if we get that type of play calling, then it's gonna get real bad. But if we can bring pressure like how we did in the later half of the game, I think we get the Josh Allen against the Jets, because that was the only reason why he threw that many interceptions.
Yeah. As big as of a guy he is, he does not do well under pressure.
What happened?
I said, as big as he is, you would think he'd be better under pressure, but he's not. That boy will throw some picks.
Exactly. Yep. He forces a lot. So I feel like also another thing, I feel like Chase Young wasn't supposed to play that much, but I guess it's just because I don't know. In the first quarter, he played nowhere near as much as when the game started getting closer.
That's a good point. We had him. James Smith-Williams got the first snap. Like James Smith-Williams was technically the starter, and then Chase Young started making some plays, and it was like, hey man, we can't pull him. That man out there balling. That man out there balling.
That's what I'm saying. And I don't even know. We had 6 sacks. I think Tez had like 2, right?
I think he may have had 2. Yeah, Chase Young had 1.5.
Tez had because if Tez has 2, I think that's 4 already in the last 2.
Oh, he had 1.5 as well.
Now,
yep, each had 1.5.
You know what? I'm gonna end it on this because I don't want to take up like too much time. But my whole family, obviously I'm a Philly, right? So my whole family Eagles fans. So when I'm screaming, they're like, because you know they'll be in the tune. They don't watch the training camp clips like we did. They don't understand, right?
Yeah.
So like when they text the group chat, oh Sam Howell, here's the thing. I came in, I walked out when we won. I'm like, just admit, because let's be honest, Sam Howell looked the best quarterback in the NFC East. If it's definitely not Daniel Jones, it's not Hurts right now. It's between him and Dak, and I give it to him because honestly, Dak hasn't really played nobody like that. I mean, he played the Jets defense, but a defense ain't the same when they're on the game as they're on the field 90% of the time. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yep.
So I feel like, I really hope we don't lose week 4, because last week I had my friends over when they like destroyed us at home. It was bad. So I think we'll split with them, but if we split, I hope we win the first one, so I don't got to hear for the next couple of weeks.
Bet I hope so too, man.
I appreciate you letting me on the call, bro. I appreciate what you do.
Yes, sir. My boy Fletcher from Philly, man.
Right,
got you logged in, man. Appreciate that call, man. Love the analysis.
Of course, bro. Be safe.
Yes, sir. You too, man. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Next up, we have we have 2 301 numbers, so I don't know how we're going to identify this. Just if you're the one that hears unmute, you were the one in before the other 301 number, so we're going to go ahead and get to you. 301, one of y'all. Who's this?
Yeah, I'm in. I'm Bader.
Bader. What you say your name is?
Bader, Bader.
All right,
you can just call me B.
All right, bet. Got you saved in.
Yo. Man, I have so much to say, bro. I have so much to say. Like, I'm happy about the win, but I'm upset with, like, the NFL in general.
Okay.
Because like, it's not like they're sleeping on us, okay? Because, like, then they would just be, like, they're not good or something, but I feel like they don't talk about us at all. Like,
Oh
I was watching the what's it called, the Patriots game, and like they're doing the recap of the day and like talking about the games. They didn't, like, they barely talked about our game at all. Like that McLaurin catch was like a once in a lifetime. Like that was a good catch.
Great.
And they didn't even mention it. They're not talking about it. And that just upsets me. Like, I don't understand why they never talk about us. And then even when like the analysis videos and stuff about the game, it's all about the Broncos. Like they're not even talking about us. I'm like, what the hell? We have a fresh new quarterback, like new ownership, so much good shit going for us, and then they're just like throwing it all out the window. They're not talking about us. Why do you think like they don't talk about us at all?
I think Dan Snyder was probably the biggest reason. Being average / trash, and then also Dan Snyder was a huge reason. Now that Dan Snyder's gone, they're doing it a little bit more. Like you see Mina Kimes, you see Dan Orlovsky. Like it's starting to grow, but it's still, we will not. I don't think we're going to take up a decent amount of segment on First Take yet. I think we got to be better. We got to win more consistently. But I think getting Dan Snyder out, I think we were getting blackballed quite a bit because he was here. And I think now that he's gone, that's going to help us get, because I agree. I would love to turn on First Take or Undisputed and see the Commanders get talked about for at least 5 minutes. But yeah, we're going to have to probably go to the playoffs before we start getting stuff like that.
Man, yeah, but hey, I mean, it was a great game. Like, I left work at like 5. I went and picked up the pizza. I got home. I'm like, what the fuck, 21? And 3? Like, that was crazy.
Bad.
And then like my dad's like, no, we're gonna lose the game. I'm like, no, don't count that out. Like, that's first quarter. We still got time. And then like every score we got like on the way to the comeback, I was like screaming like my dad kept telling me to keep it low because we live in a building. Man, at the end of the game, when we denied that 2-point turn, I had my football in my hand. It's signed by Terry McLaurin and like half the people on the team. I just spiked it in the middle of the living room, almost broke some stuff. I was just so happy, man.
Yes, sir.
I'm so happy for that win. Because I have like some friends at work that are from like Colorado and they're Broncos fan, and they were talking so much smack all day.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. And then we got the dub, and then everyone said like they were gonna win. I'm like, nah, we got it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Anyways, I see my time is over. I just wanted to say, like, I met some of the people on the team in real life, and Terry McLaurin's honestly like one of the nicest people. He's such a nice guy. Sam Howell, unfortunately, I can't say the same. He just ignores everyone. He's not like really big people person. But honestly, as long as he wins us games, I don't care, man. It's not about the personality. We just want the wins, right?
I feel that, man. I care about the Dubs more than anything else, too.
Yes, sir. I appreciate you accepting the call, and I appreciate you for making this stream, man, because, like, honestly, our fans are not too loud. We need to be louder. We need to be more obnoxious. So let's go get some wins.
I agree. We beat the Bills. We need to be as loud and as obnoxious outside, on Twitter, everywhere as possible. But yeah, man, appreciate that, man. My boy Batter in the building.
Yeah, thank you, bro.
Yes,
I'll
sir.
see you later.
I see you, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah. Thank you, bro. Bye.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And then I'm gonna go ahead. We have a few more people in line. I'm gonna go ahead and lock it now. We will get through these last few calls, and then I gotta go because I still gotta work on more stuff for the channel. So yeah, let's go ahead and get through everybody, man. And I appreciate everybody that's called in already. I appreciate everybody that's been patient enough to wait this long too. Y'all are the real MVPs, man. So we're gonna go ahead and get to the next caller. We have an 856 number. Who's this?
Yo, what up, Rico?
What's happening? What's happening? Is that who I think it is?
This is Big Money Sonny, dog.
Yeah, I'm about to say, is
bro.
that who I think it is? What's good with you? How you feeling?
Man, I just came in. Good, brother. I came in, number one, actually. I just came in to kind of give you your flowers. But before we get to that, shout out, salutes, and condolences to that brother Taylor with his pops. At least, Washington was able to come through to kind of help him get through that. You heard?
Yes, sir.
Rest in peace for sure. Shout out to the homie that called in from California. It's nice to see people out here in California that are Commanders fans. You know I live here.
Yeah.
Right? You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the following caller from New York, because you know I'm from there, right? And we got a Commanders fan up there rocking out there in Long Island as well, too. And then shout out to that young boy from Philadelphia from the 267 as well, too. Yeah, we taking fans, too, right? I love the diversity that's actually kind of coming through, dog. You know what I mean?
But, of course, wait, before you even start talking, before you even go, just to let everybody know this here, man, this is Big Money Sonny. Every time I'm promoting the Discord channel, the greatest Commanders Discord channel, doing it, like I said, the best sports Discord channel doing it, period, regardless of fan base of sport. You see it in the descriptions of every video. The link is in there to join every video, every live stream. This is Big Money Sonny who's running the whole thing right here. So, man, make sure y'all join that Discord. People are in there talking all the time. It's beautiful. Again, it's in the description. I can go ahead and get it real quick and just post it in the chat as well. But yeah, man, go ahead. What everything you was about to say, man. Sorry to interrupt you.
Yeah, no, there's only no, you good, bro. It's for real. There's two things I'm going to touch on in regards to the game, but I just kind of came up here, really honestly, to kind of give you your flowers, bro. Appreciate everything that you've done. Not for nothing. I've been following you for a little while. We've already talked in the past as well, too, bro. I mean, everything's just getting sharper, cleaner. Like, it's all legit news type stuff. You heard?
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? Everything that actually just pops through, brother, man. I'm telling you. You got something good going on there. And again, I love the diversity. I love how people be actually popping up on here and everything like that, and they show you love and everything like that. I mean, it's just wild, man. You got a little range here, brother. And I appreciate that, man.
Appreciate it.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, and congrats on 18Ks. Is that all? Come on, y'all. Let's keep promoting this, brother,
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, yeah, my fault, man. Only two things that I really wanted to kind of touch on the game real quick, bro, is the first drive, I was like, yo, we can move the ball on these cats. And then we ended up with a weak missed field goal and everything. I was like, oh, no, here we go. Right? You know what I mean? I was like, oh, man, here we go. And I started getting upset. I'm like, man, see, this is why, and I'm an OG, man. I've been watching the team for a very, very, very long time and everything like that. So I've definitely witnessed all the glory days and all that kind of stuff. The ups and downs and things that come with that, but I wanted to get your opinion on that, like in regards to like a little bit of a slow start. What you think of that, brother?
Man, I think I mean, a lot of people may call a little BS on it. I think that altitude is serious, man, because the Broncos players live in that every day. They breathe that every day. They play football and practice in that every day. And it just seemed like we got out there and was struggling to even, like, we looked slower. Like, I mean, like, how else do you explain why we were able to dominate their offensive line that much with our D-line once everybody caught their breaths, like second quarter and beyond, compared to that first quarter where we were getting no pass rush? They looked like they was struggling. Like, we just weren't ready for that. Honestly, if you're going to play the Denver Broncos, you may want to go out there a few days earlier than you normally would and just run up and down hills or something, because I think that was a lot of it. I really do.
Yeah, no, I hear you, man. That's exactly always been the sentiment. I've watched football long enough time that obviously everybody knows that that's a fact,
Yeah.
right? You know what I'm saying? And then the last one is literally at the end of the game. Dog, I'm watching the game, right? And I'm just kind of pacing. This is what I do. I just put them on all the TVs, and I stand and pace the entire game, basically, right? You know? And I'm like, man, they're going to get this Hail Mary. And sure enough, they did. And you know what? I'm telling you, man, like when they got the ball, like when we punted it, I'm like, they're going to get a Hail Mary on us and everything like that, right? I did feel confident about the 2-point conversion. But to be quite honest with you, I was like really salty that really became like a reality, right? So thoughts on that? Like, how we not closing them off on the defense? Or even yet, how come we not getting first downs on offense to finish the, you know what I mean? Like, we all know, right? We want to just like, let's get in winning formation and call it a day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Let me get your thoughts on that. How do you think that's going to actually progress, I guess, throughout the season?
Yeah, well, I know
we start facing tougher opponents and stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah, great point. Tougher opponents is going to be extremely different. But I just know after that, like the way Cameron Crowe batted that up, they're about to be running those drills all week in practice, probably for like the next few weeks.
Right.
Like, we're not doing that no more. We're batting it down. Don't try to go for an interception to increase your stats, trying to make a play. Just bat it down so we can get up out of there. But offensively, I was saying it during the live stream too. I know we're trying to run out the clock by running the ball, but can we at least mix it up with maybe a screen or a quick slant? I mean, we have the receivers that can win early to where we can get a little slant off or something, because just running the ball with Brian Robinson up the middle 3 times in a row, they saw that coming. I think we lost yardage every run. At least the last 2,
like
I think we
50 gut
did.
play.
It was just like they know what we're doing. We're gonna get a good amount of clock off, but they had 3 timeouts to start that, and it's just, or at the very least 2. They ran out down. They were able to stop the time a lot of that drive. So I prefer if we mix in a little bit of maybe the extension of the run game type of thing, like some screens or something. The screens were killing them. Why not try one there or something like that?
I hear you. Exactly, man. Yep. But yeah, brother, I just wanted to come through and give you your flowers, my brother. Man, you've been putting in some serious work, and thank you for keeping me informed, especially throughout the season and the off season too. That was my man. On the off season, you do some of your finest work, my good brother. I ain't gonna lie. Right?
Appreciate it.
And you know what I mean? And shout out for supporting the Discord too, man. Really appreciate that. We all family over here, so we want to do our thing, man. And yeah, man, you already know, Elder Commanders, Elder to the Redskins, however you want to call it. You know what I mean? We one squad. Let's get it, baby.
Yeah.
Peace, brother. Peace.
Appreciate that. My boy Big Money Sonny, man. Again, make sure y'all join that Discord, man, because I'm dead serious, man. That's literally the best. I'm in a lot of Discords. I'm even like in a UGA one, and I love that Discord. But there's no Discord being ran better. Like, Big Money Sonny knows the technology stuff, so like they have it to where every time I post a video, even if you're not like subscribed to me, the Discord has it to where it like gives you a notification and sends you like a direct Discord link to the video. Like, it's set up so well. They have events, they have calendars for like upcoming events and things like that. They watch games together in there. Like during the weekday, they may just watch an old game, say like a random game from RG3's rookie season. They're in there debating everything. Like, the chat is so real to the people in there. I'm like, they didn't pay me or nothing. Like, I'm so genuine. I'm so serious when I say that Discord is crazy, man. If you're not in that Discord and you're a Commanders fan, you are tripping. Let me drop the link again. Again, it's in the description of all of my videos, description of all of my live streams, including this one, but I'll also post a link in there one more time as well, man. Shouts out my boy Big Money Sonny. And then next up, we have another caller. We have an 813 number. Thank you for being so patient and waiting in a very long line to get in. Who's this, my boy? 813?
Hello?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Who's this?
What's up? This is Will with 1L. I'll be in the chat. What's up? What's up, Rico?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I got you saved in. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm a Redskin. I'm a Commanders fan here in Orlando. I'm a long-time subscriber.
Appreciate that.
But yeah, I just wanted to give my recap on the game. Like, we played better than week 1 overall, but we still have to get tighter, especially in special teams. Special teams definitely has to improve. And I kind of view that Hail Mary as like special teams too. Like, that's your hands team.
Yeah.
And even the onside kick was sloppy. Like, we got to get tighter in that aspect. And
I agree.
Chase Young, like you said, he looked like a number 2 overall pick today. You felt him. And I finally think he's going to be that guy we want to see this season.
Yep. I agree. First game, I got to see it more consistently, like over the course of a season. But today was pretty much as great of a debut as I imagined him having. He outperformed my expectations, for sure.
Yeah, I think he's in that game mode now. I think he's going to have a good streak in the next few weeks. Do you think we need to go online offensive line shopping?
I don't know. The problem is like who's out there. I think they'll get better. Now, I don't think our offensive line will ever be great, especially with the tackles we have out there, but I think they will improve. We're getting beat one-on-one sometimes, but I also think there's just some chemistry issues and things like that. I think we'll figure it out. But I do feel like we need to go tackle first round and even trade up for a really good tackle if we got to. Like it's tackle first round in the draft for sure. But this season, this regular season, I mean, it just depends on who's out there. Because I mean, even if you plug a guy in, if they're not definitively better, like obviously better, all you're gonna do is just set us back chemistry wise. So it gets complicated when it comes to mid-season. But draft for sure.
Yeah. Because free agency usually mid-season is bleak. Well, so I feel you, but I think we need to bolster something like another veteran in there. That knows the grind. But other than that, that's all I wanted to say, man. That's all. I'm a first time calling.
Yes, sir.
I love the work.
Appreciate
it. Up.
Yes, sir. I got
all
you
right.
saved in. So next time you call, man, I don't have to refer to you as a number.
All right, man.
All right, man. Appreciate that, Travis, man. Thank you for the call, man. Yes, sir. My boy Travis. I said my boy Will. My fault. I got the call ID mixed up. Appreciate it, Will, man. Thank you for calling in. I got you saved for now on. And then Travis, did you already call in earlier? I just wanted to make sure I wasn't tripping.
Nah, I ain't calling earlier, fam. It's just the first time.
Bet. Cool. I got my boy plugged in. I thought I saw Travis. I'm all over the place. So I'm glad I kept you. I'm glad I didn't be like, oh man, this guy already. So yeah, man, what's good, Travis?
I'm cooling. Hey, Rico. So, number one, yo, I just want to give you your flowers, bro. Cause
appreciate that.
We appreciate what you do, bro.
You good.
Yeah. Another shout out, yo. Big Money Sonny, bro. If you still listening, bro, much love to you too. Cause I be seeing him on Louis T Network, showing him love too, bro.
Yeah.
Which brings me to my next point, Rico. We need to see you, Louis, and Ed, bro. We need the family back together, bro. We need to see y'all do something, yo. I want to shout out 5 dogs.
Okay.
5 dogs on our team from the game, bro.
I like that.
Terry McLaurin. And if you didn't see his catch, bro, y'all need to go see it. Terry is a dog. That throw and catch between him and Sam was ridiculous, yo. Next dog, B-Rob, son. He is a bulldozer, yo.
Yes, sir.
I think he's gonna have a real good season, fam. Next dog, Sam Howell, bro. I'll get to him in a minute, yo. Next dog, I give it to EB.
Yeah.
It feels good. It feels good to have a play caller, yo. And then my last top 5 dog, Deron effing Payne is a problem, bro.
Different.
I don't know if people peeped, but he literally took over a whole possession by himself. Like every play, he impacted the play to go make Denver go 3 and out, fam.
Yep. Touchdown, tackle for loss. Sack, tackle for loss, and then batted down pass. Whole drive, just him.
Yeah, yo, he is a problem, bro. But listen, so I'm not too overly enthusiastic about this win because I feel like we've been here before. I'll tell you what this win did for me. It didn't make me confident in how good we can be. It made me confident in my optimism.
I can see that. So
I got 2 questions, and then I'm going to hang up because I want to hear your answers, bro. They fun questions for everybody.
Okay.
If the NFL draft happened tomorrow, what's the top 3 positions we need? And then the second question, because I want to hear your answer, Rico. The second question is, who's the top 3 fastest commanders on our team as of today? Much love, Rico. I'm about to hang up because I want to hear your answers, bro. Love you, bro.
All right, man. Appreciate that. My boy, I love that. That's a great, like, final call right there, man. Appreciate that, Travis. Appreciate you, man, as always, man. And let me go ahead and mute the music because that's the last caller. We're going to go ahead and get up out of here. Matter of fact, I'm going to go ahead and close the app so I don't have to hear the music. I blocked it so y'all don't have to hear it. But I don't want to hear it either, so let me go ahead and block that. All right, question. Let me go ahead and do the fastest players because I can probably ramble on about the first question. Y'all know me. Y'all know I'm a heavy draft guy. Where my shirt at? Where my shirt at, man? Y'all already know how I get with that, man. Shouts out to Travis for the 2 questions. I'm interested in how y'all feel about those questions in the chat as well. But y'all already know how I get, man. It's Street Scores the draft goat, man. So we can go crazy on that first question. Second question, fastest players. If we're talking just pure straight line speed, like if we're having a track meet, not if they're shifty, because Jahan Dotson is arguably one of the shiftiest players we have. If we're talking pure track speed, I know for a fact I have Terry and Emmanuel Forbes 1 and 2 as in the top 3. Then you got like Percy, and we're talking about meaningful players because you got Percy Butler. You got Curtis Samuels up there too, but I'm not quite sure. Curtis Samuel's shiftier than Terry McLaurin, though. Terry McLaurin may have him just 40 times. I'm not even sure if he had him 40 times. Maybe not. But I know for a fact Curtis Samuel's way shiftier, like more agile, can make people miss better. So Curtis, Terry, that's hard. Emmanuel Forbes is crazy. Percy Butler super fast. Derek Ford is big for his size, but he's not Percy Butler fast. And then I don't know if we're talking like, are we talking like people that don't matter as much? Because Tariq Castro Fields is really fast. Antonio Gibson's really fast for how big he. I think he ran a 4.39. But I think Curtis has the fastest, one of the fastest, if not the fastest 40 times on the top. It may be Curtis. Curtis, Forbes, Terry, Percy. One of them. And Antonio Gibson 4.39 for how big he is ridiculous. Montez Sweat for how big he is absolutely ridiculous too. But if we're talking the pure fastest, we have a track meet. I'd probably put my money on Curtis Samuel or Emmanuel Forbes. Probably. For me, between those two. But don't sleep on Percy Butler because he's really fast as well. And then draft-wise, top 3 positions. I mean, do we count right tackle and left tackle as different positions? Because if we do, it's left tackle, right tackle, linebacker. The way drafts work, though, maybe you go left tackle, then linebacker, then right tackle. But left tackle, right tackle, linebacker right now, man. And even though I don't even know. Like Joe Alt from, I believe, Notre Dame, Olu Fashanu from Penn State. My boy Amarius Mims is hurt right now, and he's mostly playing right tackle, so maybe that would be my right tackle. Left tackle-wise, I'll probably go Olu Fashanu, somehow get Amarius Mims. He's hurt right now. Maybe he slides because of the injury he's dealing with. And then, I'm trying to see. And then linebacker, I haven't been watching linebackers like that. Now, you know I'm automatically leaning towards my dogs, like Dumas Johnson, Smile Munden, but that's just because I'm a Georgia Bulldog fan. I haven't watched a lot of the other linebackers around college football yet. And I love my Georgia Bulldog linebackers. So, but we'll see later. But positions, not just talking players, positions, left tackle, right tackle, linebacker. If you consider both tackle spots one position, I got to pick another position as tackle, linebacker, and then let's just go ahead and get a more dynamic tight end. I love Armani Rogers, but I'm not going to depend on him to come back and be fully healthy. So those will be my guys, but you never know. We have a lot of contracts ending at the end of the season. Curtis Samuel, we may not be able to keep him. Antonio Gibson, we may not want to keep him. That may turn into a position of need. But if we're drafting right now, we need somebody to contribute today. It's Brock Bowers at tight end. It would be, I love Marvin Harrison Jr., but we have a great receiving group. Of course, he would make it better, but what are our biggest needs? Tackle right now, Joe Olu Fashanu, and then Amarius Mims at right tackle. I still don't have a linebacker. I got my Georgia Bulldogs, but that's just me being biased. I'm going to be completely honest about it because, again, I haven't watched college football enough around the entire college football landscape to know which linebackers are the best right now. I haven't dove into that yet, but I love Smile Munden and my boy Jamon Dumas Johnson. I love those guys. So yeah, tight end is a sleeper one. Even though we're not gonna have a high enough pick to get Brock Bowers. With the way that our season is looking, us starting 2-0. Not trying to get ahead of myself, but I definitely feel like we're gonna make the playoffs. I'm very optimistic about us making the playoffs. We're not gonna be in position to pick Brock Bowers. We're not gonna be in position to pick Olu Fashanu or Joe Alt as well. Maybe Armarius Mims slides, but I don't know. But we'll see. But yeah, man, I appreciate that question at the end, Travis. I appreciate everybody that called in. Please leave a like on the way out. And of course, I have the Nightbot telling y'all, but also make sure you support the channel by donating to the Cash App. $ RicoScores. Make sure you or you can do PayPal, WilliamAC94 at gmail.com. I'd really appreciate that. Yo, big shout out to Rico for providing it great. Man, my boy Big Money Sonny, man. First of all, I don't know why I haven't made my boy Big Money Sonny gave him a blue name yet, because I mean we super together, locked in with the Discord and everything. I can't believe I ain't give my boy the blue name yet. His name needs to stick out a little bit more. Maybe they can get Palomanu or Urlacher. That's funny. That's funny. Are those people's sons actually coming out right now? Like those actual real Urlacher has a son in college football right now, for real? Before you're done, send the Discord link again as last. So let me go ahead and tell y'all, thank y'all like I try to do at the end of every stream. I was so hyped at the end of the game, I didn't even do this at the end of the stream like I normally do. But man, please like the stream on the way out. Deron Payne, Ron Rivera said he'll give us an official update at the when they finally get back to Virginia. But as of right now, I'm pretty optimistic because he came back into the game. If he was that hurt, they wouldn't have brought him back in. But they brought him back into the game after he missed a few plays. I'm assuming he's good to go. We'll see. He'll probably be on the injury report, but he'll probably practice in full, at worst be limited a couple of days in practice, and then be a full go for that upcoming Bills game. So again, thank y'all. Please like the stream on the way out. If you want to donate, if you feel it in your heart, donate to $ RicoScores on Cash App, PayPal, WilliamAC94 at gmail.com. Now, I appreciate y'all. I'm gonna catch y'all next week with another during game live stream against the Bills, another game review like I always do, and another call-in show live stream like we're doing right now. And also be on the lookout for my game preview video. I try to come out with those by Thursday, so I'm gonna break down the important matchups between us and the Bills, so stay tuned for that. Any injury updates, just like the Deron Payne situation, Logan Thomas situation, I'm gonna update y'all on that as soon as Ron Rivera and all of those guys tell us, update with us what's going on. I'm gonna make a video about that, everything. So make sure y'all stay tuned. I'm also gonna work on like a pro football focus advanced stats video like I try to do. So man, make sure y'all stay tuned for everything, and I'm gonna catch y'all later, man. I really appreciate y'all. Here's the Discord link on the way out. I'm gonna catch y'all later. I'm out, man.